Am I on? Don't know. Been a while, baby. I don't know what's going on. Guys, hello. Hello. Good to see you all. Kiss. Oh, man. You know when people... The thing is, people click on this afterwards and then they're like, what the hell's he on about for the first, 5 minutes? Because I just wait for it to actually come through properly. How are we all, brothers? Brothers and sisters? Oh, God. It's a big old game. It's a big old game, this one. Oh, this is going to be good. It's going to be really, really good. I hope. How are we? Been a while, Kiss? It absolutely has, mate. It has. It's been ages. It's actually been ages, Kiss. Hold on, let me get these teams up a minute. There's so much to talk about. Oh my God. There's literally so much to address that we can waffle all the way through this game without even trying. I won't even have to think. I won't come up for air once. There's so much to go over. We're at that stage at season, aren't we? Oh my God, there's just that much going on. I'm gassed. I'm absolutely gassed. Yes, toast, of course, mate. Half-time. Loyal Rose brought it through again. Legend. You think it'll be 2-2? I think Ipswich win this. Let me lay my cards out on the table right now. I want Middlesbrough to win for the more selfish reasoning of I want Millwall to go up. So I would love to see a Middlesbrough win. And I think a Southampton fan would want to see Middlesbrough win. I think who's won? I think Millwall want to see Middlesbrough win. I think realistically, the only team in the world that wants to see Ipswich win this is Ipswich. Because I think even a neutral is going to think, oh, if Middlesbrough win, though, it keeps it interesting. Because if Ipswich win this, they can like pull away a little bit, which is a bit worrying. Also, I saw your message about staying cross. Bud, what the hell? How does this guy know? I said that before. I might have. But yeah, I think the only team that want Ipswich to win this is Ipswich. I think everybody's riding on a Millwall win here. But sadly, even though I would like that to happen, I don't think it will. I've put my money where my mouth is as well. I want Middlesbrough to win, but I think Ipswich will. I'm thinking an Ipswich win here. Oh, but there's just so much that could happen, man. Should we talk about Barnsley? Should we just do that? Should we get it out of the way and then it's done? I think we should speak about Barnsley because there's that much to go over. Or shall we do that at middle of the game? No, we'll look at teams first. Actually, that's what we'll do. We'll look at teams first, and then we'll talk about Barnsley when game's on. Ipswich's team is mad. It's actually just mental. You know, when you look at the depth and everything that they've got here, I think probably for last couple of months, I think that is probably the best team that Ipswich have got out there. I think that's the best 11. Obviously, on bench as well, they've got like Jack Clark, Metti's on bench, Hurst, Kipra. You know what I mean? I think Kajus on bench. You know what I mean? They've got some absolutely mental options coming off bench. That's where I think they're going to get Middlesbrough here, because I don't think Middlesbrough have. But I would say that's the best 11 that Middlesbrough have got. It's crazy. And they've got home aspect as well. Middlesbrough, if it'll show me. Middlesbrough, Ayling, Fry, Malander, that's right. Britton and Target, yeah. Brown, Morris, Gilbert in the middle, and no Hackney. Oh, dear. Strelick and Conway up front. See, I just can't... You know when you compare them two teams, especially at top end at page, bearing in mind as well that Ipswich's striker situation, I think it isn't even that good. But they've got McAteer, Nunes, Philogene, Clark, Meti coming off bench versus, I'm not being funny here, Strelick and Conway and no Hackney. Come on. This is if Middlesbrough get this off at line, I'll be gobsmacked. Let me put it that way. I think Ipswich will have them. I really do. And Watchalong's back, or is this just a one-off? No, Watchalong's are back, bud. Oh, Skate's in here as well. Yeah, the Watchalongs are coming back because playoffs are soon. Do you know what I mean? I've just stopped. You know what I mean? There's that much football on. There's football like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Every day a week there's football on. And they put crappens on Friday night. I'm sorry, but West Brom Millwall is not getting my attention on a Friday night. It's not. I'm convinced to put Preston on a lot of Fridays. Or Bristol City, someone like that. Unless it's a good game, like a genuine good game that I think will have goals in it, I'm not doing it. And this, you've got two teams here who none of them can afford to draw. You might lose. Obviously, none of them can even play for a draw. If you don't win, you're out. Especially for Middlesbrough here. Ipswich, maybe for some godforsaken reason, might set up for a draw at home when they're in a very good position here. But they both try and win, so there's got to be goals in this. There's got to be. This should be insane. Morning, pal. Who do you think will be the next Barca manager? Right, okay, we'll do it now. Right, so apparently it's Darren Moore. I don't know how true this is, but like players are hearing that. Obviously, a lot of people that know stuff around club are saying it as well. But if the players themselves are saying it, they're not going to have been told anything yet. But that's what they're hearing as well. Then it must be on. I just think it's a bit sad. I mean, I went off on TikTok, didn't I? I lost my mind a little bit. Where Urian and how it's all happened and everything. But apparently, now this is one that's not been said. I don't know how true this is as well. But apparently, Urian's going to Celtic on the coaching staff as opposed to being a manager again. Again, no idea how true this is. This is just like, it's just word of mouth from someone else. It's not like I've not been told this by Urian. You know what I mean? Or anybody at Celtic or any players. Well, nobody's got a clue in that regard. I'm not blower to Didsy, and he's telling me. But apparently Urian's going to Celtic and being part of coaching staff, which I think, I do truly believe that Urian will be a really good manager. I do. And if not, then he'll definitely be a good coach. Like, everything the players come out and say about him, like, oh, his attention to details, like, really, really good. He's there, like, 15 hours a day. Do you know what I mean? The amount of, like, to the dot things that he is looking at across board with everything is obviously going to be really good. But I just think, like, he's not being helped by clowns above him, which is ultimately the main problem here. Like, if you're not getting given the players that you need, then what's point? And then we're selling your best player in Dunn and then replacing him with, well, we needed a striker anyway, so we've replaced him with nothing because we brought the replacement in, which is Bradshaw, who's run his bollocks off, by the way, and he's a good striker, but we needed him and someone else. So we've had Bradshaw and McGoldrick, and that's it. Now brought, obviously, Leo Farrell's coming through, who scored yesterday, so good luck to that kid. But do you know what I mean? Like, Urian never had a leg to stand on, did he? Just daft. And then, I'm not being funny, if we go for Darren Moore, the typical delusional version of me is like, happy days. You know what I mean? What did he get with Wednesday? 97 points, something like that. I've been told by numerous different people the reason that we obviously lost to Wednesday in final. Bear in mind, I thought we had a better team than Wednesday, and I will die on that hill. We had a better team than Wednesday. And the better's 1-0 because it's identified from a mile off that his midfielders don't track the runs ever. So every time you get a chance to put a cross in, put it to edge at box because none of midfielders are going to track it. And that's how we ended up losing in 123rd minute. You know what I mean? So I think Moore would be good in that regard. But then I look at the Wednesday players that were good in that team. You had obviously Windass, Baz, Lee Gregory, Michael Smith. These good players for like League One. But so are we going to back Moore then? Do you know what I mean? Because I think with Darren Moore, and I said this when he were at Port Vale, I think he never massively overachieves, and I don't think he ever massively underachieves as well. I think if you've got the 5th best side in the division, you'll finish between 4th and 6th. I think that's what Darren Moore is. If you've got the 15th best team in division, you're going to finish in and around there. It's not like he can drag. You know what I mean? He's not going to do what, I don't know, Nigel Clough's done with Mansfield and drag him up to mid-table again. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is just not what he can't do, something like that. So if we're going to back Darren Moore, which, let's not take piss, we're not going to. If we're going to back Darren Moore, and even if he's the manager, it might not even be Gaffer, but if we're going to back him, I think we'll do well. I really do. Is the football most attractive thing ever? No, but if we're winning games, I couldn't give a bollocks. Oh, God. I just hope we back him. Give him some half-decent defenders. Oh, Christ. But then I just think, like, again, going back to the teams that we had and Wednesday had that in that game, look at where our 3 defenders went. Coventry and Kitchen have just been promoted to Premier League with Coventry. Thomas and Kitchen even. We had Mads Anderson who went straight to Premier League. As midfielders that year, Connell, Kane, Phillips were top draw. Like, Noah would put him centre-back. I think probably the only thing that we didn't have that Wednesday did were like proper serious strikers. They had Smith and Gregory. I think if we'd have had that, we'd have probably won league. With how good rested team were. Obviously, since then, it's just gone downwards, hasn't it? So we need to back him. If we're going to get Darren Moore in, then you need to give him the players for him to do what he's going to do. But obviously, he's got to come in first, hasn't he? So there is that. But I just think with Urian, he's just been hung out to dry. It's just same old. We're obviously going to let Darren Moore go, David McGoldrick go. McGoldrick's not going to stop. I think they'll sell Connell anyway. I don't think Darren Moore's keen on Connell, to be honest, from what I've heard. So I imagine day one, if Moore comes in, then Connell will be off. But again, he's one of big earners, so could probably want that anyway. One of them ones, innit? I mean, I agree with you, Dylan, to be honest. If we go for the level of investment that we have, which is, we have got, and I'm going to say it again, we have got some of the best players in this division, hands down, easy, without fail. Kelly and Cleary are, by some margin, two of the best footballers in this league. Obviously, we've got Didsey as well, but then it's partnered with some absolute garbage. So it screams mid-table, and if we get Darren Moore in, that's what we'll get. If we actually give him some serious defenders, if we sell Cleary and get £5 million in and spend a couple of it, then I think we'll be all right. Anyway, we're about to set off. Here we go. Ipswich versus Middlesbrough. I'm going to put the scoreboard there, I think. Has it done it? Oh, you like that one? You like that one, yeah? Shit. Wait, can I put it on there as well? Oh, because then it comes up with goal scorers as well. God, this is awesome. Let me just make sure it's actually on. Here it is. Brilliant. This is a massive game, by the way. We're just going to talk about everything because that's how it goes. You know what I mean? I'm not just going to talk about Ipswich and Middlesbrough. We're going to talk about football generally. But this game could be something. This could really be something. With the -15, could Wednesday drop again? Apparently, they're not going to get -15. I've been told. But a lot of it's based on West Brom. But again, it's all just word of mouth. Unless someone actually comes out and there's a statement saying it. Same as Darren Moore with Barnsley. Like people, like all people in the know and stuff like this. Unless it's in a statement in front of me. I learnt my lesson with Karoma when he were in building with a Barnsley top on and we didn't end up signing him. So I've seen enough to know that nothing is right until it's actually done. Until it's done and the club itself have announced it, I believe nothing anymore. Pompey will take Cleary. All right, mate. I do think he'll be stopping up, but Portsmouth's own is one that's not to the extent of Barnsley, obviously, but your owner's one that's got his head switched on a bit, innit? And he doesn't just want to subsidise football for the rest of the time and lose £10 million a year at least. So I doubt you'll be spending loads of money. If you had a striker, though, like a proper forward at top end of pitch, Portsmouth, I think you'd be like 12th in your rate side. I really do. Oh, my God. Oh, Middlesbrough were nearly in then. You've inflated your own team. It's what we all do. Yeah, I agree. I've done that throughout the year, but then I do truly think I know the level of most of our players. And Cleary and Kelly are top draw. Seriously, I mean Cleary stands out as the best one, and he is. He's got 15 assists, I think, and he's been on bench for the last month. It's a joke. He's ridiculously good. And when he goes to Championship next season, he's starting every week. Let me put it this way: if he goes to like the tapping is Sheffield United, and I've just seen Jimmy Nace, that's why I'm saying it. If he goes to Sheffield United and they spent next 2 years and don't go up, he'll be going to Prem Cleary. I'm convinced. I'm absolutely convinced. I think he's that good, and I think Kelly will skip through it quite quickly as well. Kelly is a top Championship midfielder already. Corner Ipswich. Oh no, it's not. Thought it were going to be corner Ipswich. Yeah, the money is just ridiculous. But a lot of people aren't thinking like that. Like fans wise, they're just like, oh well, everybody's losing money, so that's that. Like it's not going on forever. There's not an infinite amount of people that are willing to lose. What is it on average in Champ? £30 million a year? Is that the average? Ridiculous. It's just absolutely mental. It's all right if it's some of the bigger sides, you know, like I don't know, like Leeds, for example. You know where naturally they belong is in Premier League, and with money and stuff like that, they will get there. But they lost £65 million in a year, and it's like, what? That's all right for someone like Leeds, but Oxford aren't going to get somebody like that, are they? You know what I mean? It's all right for a select few. It's all right for Super League teams, but rest of us, it's a joke. It's not going to go on forever. And I think we've seen as well, you know how long it's taken Wednesday to be sorted out? That worries me for future of much smaller clubs than Wednesday. Have I got 2 scoreboards? All right then. Well, Jimmy's told me off. Request failed. Oh, that's good. I've got to refresh it. I'm going to be upset if I can't get rid of it now. Oh, I've got another one on. Oh, there we go. Oh, free kick Ipswich. Straight at him. Rubbish. Kasami, thank you for the 2, my brother. What happened to 2 up top? Mush. Are you a Midlands man? Only person I hear say mush properly is Garrett, and that's it. I don't hear anybody else say mush. It's just like, because we're doing so many different things at once, there is literally only so much time in a day and a week to do stuff. And it's like, if something isn't like, oh, what a ball, Ipswich trying to be on it. If something isn't working to the extent that we probably thought it should have done, then put us energy into stuff that does work. You know what I mean? Like the darts and the TikTok side of things like that. Whereas that we're taking up like a full day at least a week to do it. And obviously it was costing us to do it, to get everything done. So it was just like, at a certain point, it's like, let's spend us time doing stuff that we know works. That's how it ended up going. But thank you very much for the 2, my brother. Oh! Azon nearly prodded that in at near post. Hey up, mate! This is my uncle, everybody. I don't know about that last passage of the message, but thank you for the 2, baby. Yes. Thank you very much. Oh. Wednesday have brought that record, haven't they, by the way? You know, like, while we're still here. Wednesday have broken that record. I think it's the longest run without a win ever in the entirety of football, not even in this country. I think it's ever. Probably spans down to Sunday League as well, that. And then I think if they don't beat West Brom, actually, Wednesday, then it ends up being a full season we had to win at home as well, which I think is another record. I'm pretty sure. Massive. This will not be a 0-0 shitter. No way. Have you seen the National League title race, Cal? Yes. I was debating doing God, Melander's a baller, isn't he? Melander's so good. He's a very composed footballer in for centre-half. Yeah, I was debating doing a watch-along for it next Saturday morning. But there's so many games on and stuff like that at that time that it seems a bit pointless. I'm still debating doing it. I don't know whether I will. But I've got to pay for DAZN as well. And that's loads in it. I'm not doing that shit. That's ridiculous. I just want to watch one game ever. Hold on. Middlesbrough on here. Good ball. Ooh, if that had fallen to him a little bit better, he could have done that. Very close. Middlesbrough still on. Oh, you've got to hit it, man. Not good enough. Not good enough. Luke, thank you for the 2, my brother. Can we still get playoffs? Comfy win against Oxford. Derby. Sorry, I was trying to think who that was then. That's actually reminded me. I'm going to post my chuffing thing now. Speaking of, I'm going to post my review. Just give me a sec. I've just got my YouTube up on the other side here while this is going on. Yeah, we'll just post that now, actually. Monetization. Let me just put 55 ads in. Let me just absolutely spam the living shit out of that. Okay, thank you. There we go. Right, so that's up now. Hold on. One sec, guys. Just a bit of admin stuff going on in the background. Right, cracking. I think you could, but I don't think you will. I think Derby have probably got to win at all 3 of the games. I'm pretty sure they've got a couple aways left that are maybe on Sheffield United and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? They're not exactly easy games that Derby have still got. You've got to rely on, in fairness, Hull and Wrexham are both playing crap. So you've got a chance there, but I think Derby have probably got to get 9 points out of the last 3 games. Just to have a chance, not even necessarily to get in there. I think, you know what? I think same as Oxford here, and as sad as it is, I think if there were another 5 games on the season, then I think Derby would get in. But I think you're just going to run out of games. Same as Oxford. Sadly, I do just think it's sort of gearing up to Oxford unless they're going down and being down at last day. You know, there's been a lot better this season, but the only thing that might be there still on last day is second place. That might be the only thing that's left. Because Oxford, again, they've got some really, really tough games coming up. I think they've got Wrexham at home on Tuesday, which, again, they've both got to win that. Neither of them are like particularly good footballing sides, but Wrexham have got a lot of quality in that team that could just sort of get them through. So there's some massive games on midweekers, some huge, huge games, but I don't think Derby will get in there. Sadly. Really, really sad about it as well. Teeny Toast, and I need to get that name. Sikisero. Thank you, brothers. Welcome to the Guards. Oh my God, John Stone's badges. I remember when I had them done like a chuffing year and a half ago. Good times, man. Thank you, boys. Appreciated. Yeah, I changed it up, Jim. I didn't want it to just be red because that's like there's no neutralness about it, is there? But at least there's some other colours going on now. Oh, Target's done well to win that. He's done really good there. That's rushed, isn't it? Oh, they're looking a bit rushed, Middlesbrough at top end. What a turn. Oh, Zon's done well there. Buy a foul, lad. Oh. Ulm Wrexham don't seem to want it with either losing. Yeah, but Hull can just limp off a line, can't they? Hull don't need to necessarily go and try and win every game. I think if Hull get 4 points, I think that's probably enough. I do, because I'm not convinced Wrexham go to Oxford on Tuesday and win. Is this the last head-to-head between promotion chasing sides? No, there's Ipswich play Southampton, second last game. I think that's on a midweek as well. Ooh! Jesus. It's a good job Melander's as composed as he is, you know. Chuffy nil. West Coast America at 4 in the morning. God, that is some commitment. Jesus Christ. Can't be bothered with that. I won't do that for time. No chance. We Hull keep getting really unlucky. Referee Association apologise for Sheffield United and won the strike against Birmingham. Yeah, to be fair, I think that you got robbed with penalty against Sheffield, definitely. Speaking of refs, by the way, that idiot that we had yesterday. No. The less said, the better, I think. Oh my God, Middlesbrough, chance. He tried dinking it into him for a pen. No chance, come on. It's 3 yards away from him. I don't think that's a free kick either, though. Ref shit his pants there. That ref we had yesterday, quite comfortably, the worst I've ever seen. I have seen some dross. I remember the worst ref I think I've ever seen in my life. I went to Accrington Stanley away on Boxing Day. Might have been 2022 or 2023. Why would I do that, you know? Imagine getting 11 on Christmas Day and then thinking, oh God, tomorrow I'm going to Accrington Stanley. But it were a woman ref. And I'm gonna do the right thing here and treat her as I would a man. Fucking rubbish. Absolutely garbage. Should never be a referee again. Pathetic. But then that yesterday, wow. Too far. Honestly, too far. That way, he booked Cleary. Cleary got absolutely wiped out for nailed on penalty, and he booked Cleary. Like, the red card at time I thought were ridiculous just because he couldn't wait to get it out of his pocket as soon as he could. But then watching it back on replay, it were a red card. But to actually book Cleary for that is probably the worst decision I've ever seen. In fact, apart from, oh my God. Oh, good defending from Target there. Apart from, actually, I went to Burton away as well, and that chuffing... I'm going to say something crazy then. I'm not going to say that. Some scruff for Burton, who used to play for Sheffield United, and balled it online and not were given. I've seen some crap. Jesus. It's a bit all over the place this so far. There's some questionable defensive actions from Middlesbrough as well. Some very, very questionable actions going on. Dylan, thank you, my brother. I might try and grab you into a Rochdale York stream after the great watch-along drought of 2026. I might do. I really might. Again, yeah, but I don't want to... Thing is, I saw someone say if I get a completely legal stream up, then I could watch it. And that's a fair point, yeah. But what if it starts jittering? At least I actually pay for Now TV, which I shouldn't do because it's a scam. I should just get a stick. But at least it doesn't jitter. Like, it's just one smooth thing. It's not buffering all the time. If I get a stream up for a non-league game, well, it's going to be like an hamster on a wheel, innit, providing sauce to me. It's just going to be rubbish. But thank you, Dylan. I appreciate it very much. I'll debate it. I will let the people know. I'll let everybody know before I do it. Nah, Mark, Leicester aren't staying up. They've got no balls, man. They've got no graft in them. That's a rate cross. I thought you'd think Greaves would get on that, wouldn't you? I've known Cal. I think Barnsley and Huddersfield might both be settling into the purgatory that is League One. Mate, we've been doing that. We're going to go into his 5th year. You know how mad that is? 5-year stint in League One. Christ alive. That is shocking. Well, that's what I think, Harry. I always look at teams. I'm not even bothered about like the sporting sort of what would benefit Barnsley. I want really weak sides to come down, for example, so they don't take us promotion spots. I'm just thinking, I've got some rateaways coming up. That's all I'm bothered about. The joke. Rebecca Wall. What for that game? That sounds about right. Shocking. Like a minute, this Bromley. No Barnsley fan in history has ever done Bromley. So it's going to be like gold dust getting tickets in an away end of like 40. But I'll get them. I'll be getting them, baby. So I'm going to do Bromley. Well, when I look, actually, I think the top 7, maybe even top half in League 2, I've only done Oldham away. That was my first ever away game, and that's the only one that I've done. Either that, I can't remember if that was my first one, actually, at Bristol City. But they were like one of my first away games, Oldham, and they're the only one that I've done. Anybody else? So the 4 teams coming up from League 2, I've done none of them. I've not done Leicester. I've not done West Brom. So this season, there were only 3 games that I could do away. Cause I've done the other 20. I've done the other 20. I mean, obviously Barnsley as well. But then I couldn't get to any of them because there were 2 on Tuesday nights in Exeter and Cardiff. I'll be damned if I'm doing that. And then other one, I were on holiday for Wimbledon. So I've not done any of them. And then so next season, I'll actually have, if Exeter and Wimbledon both stuff up, although we're not going to do that, actually, because one of them's going to go down. But I'm probably going to have like 8 new aways to do. That will take me, because Anfield were my 50th. That will take me to 58 if I do them all, following Barnsley. 58. But I think 2 at lads that I go with, I think one of them will get on 70s there with Barnsley. Mad that. All we've done is float between Championship and League One forever, and he's done 70 odd. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Dr. Mew, hey up, mate. Sorry, just like I thought something would happen then. Thank you very much for the 6 months, my brother. Any good pubs in Bromley? It's supposed to be a really nice area, Bromley. It looks, if memory serves, I think it's South London-y. I think. But obviously next season, there's a chance we've got like 4 or 5. To be fair, Barnet could still get up. I'm classing Milton Keynes as London anyway. I'm not bothered. You could have MK Dons, Wimbledon, Bromley, Barnet, Leyton Orient. You have like 5 Londons. Oh, nearly. I'll tell you, there's a lot of rush shots in this game from edge at box. But that one nearly fell to a zone. He did well there. But yeah, Dr. Mew, I'll let you know, mate. I hope we get him like early doors. I would absolutely love the ideal situation for me. We've been on one at first games last few years with Sky. So stickers on Friday night, Bromley away. I'll stop in London on a Friday. That'll be a great crack. Gears that immediately. Katie, thank you very much for the 5. Thank you, Dr. Mew, as well, by the way. Thank you for the 5K. Josh, I've just seen your run, by the way. I know you don't like Blackburn that much. I have nothing against Blackburn, but you're surprised with some of our wins against Millwall and Birmingham, Joey, Borough and Cov. I absolutely am. Hold on. Decent corner. Punched out, though. Noonan has been trapped way, way back. And thank you for the... You don't have to send another 5. But thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, my name is Callum. But I don't dislike Blackburn at all. I have a video up. I need to pin it to my YouTube, actually. I need to just reference this all the time. Because throughout like the years of me doing this now, people have thought I hate Portsmouth, Blackburn, Oxford, like the most random clubs going. I'm a Barnsley fan. What could I possibly have against Blackburn? There's nothing. I like Blackburn. I think they're obviously a much, much, much bigger club than Barnsley, like astronomically bigger than us. But in terms of like fan base and stuff like that, and people always look down on you a little bit. I quite like Blackburn, actually, if I'm going that way. But yeah, I've been very surprised with your results. Very. I think O'Neill's a really good manager. But I still, obviously you're going to know this, but I still don't look at Blackburn ever and think you're actually playing that good. I don't think you've got loads of quality. I think you just sort of playing division well recently. I just worry for Blackburn long term because of your ownership situation. It's just like an eventual, it's just going to happen. Eventually that you're just going to go down sort of thing. That's where I'm at with Blackburn. But yeah, you're doing really good. I'm not convinced if you'll stay up still because I think Oxford have got a bit about them. But Blackburn just keep proving everybody wrong, don't they? They just keep proving everybody wrong. See, I don't want you to come down because I've been to Blackburn away before. But thank you for what was 10. Thank you, Katie. I do appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Luke, thank you for the 2, my brother. Will we have the capability to buy Smodix and Ben Brereton Diaz? I think Ipswich will probably want a cheap way out, won't they, for Smodix? You'd imagine. Because obviously, if they go up, especially, he's going to be on decent brass Smodix. He's not, they've loaned him out now, you know what I mean? He's obviously not in the long-term plans. Is at that sort of age where he's on a lot of money at Ipswich. That's a really good little piece of skill from McAteer. 2 float it cross, though. There's no oomph on that at all. Sorry, I've just completely lost my thought. Oh, what a ball that was. But yeah, I think Ipswich will want like quite an easy way out of that player because he's going to be on like quite a lot of money and they're not obviously got a plan for him. I don't think they want to loan him out again. I imagine he's got another year at least on his contract after this. So I think you could get him. It might be like honestly, as daft as it sounds, it might be like a 500 grand £1 million job. I don't think it'll be loads to get Smodix. Then Brereton Diaz is a bit tricky because obviously he's proving that he's good and he's still quite young, isn't he? And Brereton Diaz like 27 or something. Feels like he's been about forever because obviously you're at Blackburn and then he went abroad and come back and everything. But he might be a bit more difficult. But I think he could get Smodix. I really do. I could see that. But thank you for the 2, Luke. Appreciated very much. Thanks, guys. There's another corner Ipswich here. Oh, I like Morris. I really, really like Morris. Oh, he's done well there. It's just, this game's just really, really scrappy, really cagey. Do you know what I mean? Jimmy, there's no way you think he's going for more than that. Smoddy, you've got to think wages of these people. He's 30 years old. What's he got, like a year left on his deal? What did it even cost him anyway in first place? Oh, God, it cost him like £8 million. Oh, never mind. Might be, might be a little bit more for Smodix. I don't think it's going to be a lot, though. He's had like, the Championship, he's had 1 good season ever. They obviously overpaid Ipswich. That were a given. But I think with the sort of situation that they're in, if they're going up Ipswich, they'll just want to get him off wages. Surely. That's what I'd think anyway. All right, maybe £2 million. I don't think it's going to be loads, though. I don't think it's going to set him back like £6 million, like Aguiman did. You know what I mean? Daniel, thank you for the 2. My brother, how good has Johnny Kenny been for Bolton, by the way? Can't lie, I'm going to have to check. There's that many players, right, that sort of float around my head. Is he from Celtic, this kid? He's on loan, isn't he? Oh, he's been good recently. Bloody hell, 4 in his last 4. So are you starting up front then now? You've been playing a 2 for ages. Oh no, you've gone to a 1 with Dolby in behind. I forget sometimes. I need to get a freshen up sometimes. If I've not looked at a team for more than like a day, I forget because there's that many players. But yeah, he's obviously been really good recently. I don't know if you'll be able to buy him though, because he's still only a young one, isn't he? 22. Ipswich have got a chance here. A big chance. If he can find him, he's in. That's the ball. Ipswich, surely. He's fluffed it. Oh, it's Furlong. Why is Daniel Furlong up there? What's he doing? What's Daniel Furlong doing all the way up there? But yeah, Johnny Kenny looks good. I've been looking good. You just forget, don't you? Things with Bolton. What's happened to your form? Bloody hell. I know you did. Ultimately, Bolton did quite well yesterday, didn't they? Because they were 3-1 down and ended up pulling it back for a draw. You don't lose many games typically, but you've not been winning a great deal either. At minute, you know it form and everything. At minute, it's looking like Stockport's in it to lose. They're peaking at the really, really good time. Stockport are going into this. But I'll tell you what, I'm not confident on anybody. Like when it comes to Championship and maybe even League Two to an extent, I know I'm backing in Championship immediately. If Millwall don't go up, I am fancying Millwall every day of the week. I'll tell you what, especially if Millwall play Southampton in semis, I think Millwall will do them. If Southampton get to final, I think Southampton will win, in fairness. Because on big pitch like that. But over 2 legs, I'm fancying Millwall every day. League One, I ain't got a clue. I've got absolutely no idea what to think. I'll take. You know what? This is very Middlesbrough Millwall as well. I don't know if any of you watched that. That were in 12:30 the other week, wasn't it? And because there's just no acne for Middlesbrough, so it's like the midfields for both teams are absolutely all over the place. There's no structure or out. They're just both all over the place here. But thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it, mate. Slimmer Shady, thank you for the 249, brother. Thoughts where Hurian goes next and rating out of 10. The reports is that he's going to be as a coach at Celtic. People were saying the person who said it to me, we were on about it being assistant manager, but I doubt it. Ball, Middlesbrough, 1-0. Oh, God, now that does shake it up. Jesus. That really, really, really changes everything here. Oh, I did not see that. To be fair, I've won Ipswich both teams to score. They've played that well there. Oh, that's a great pass. I don't know. Is that Morris who's played that across? The movement's good. To be fair, Greaves has probably got to step across Annie and squeeze it a bit. Oh, Greaves' positioning is quite poor to get slipped in behind like that. But I don't know what centre-back is behind him that's not picked him up. Taylor. It's poor defending, but that is a very well-worked Middlesbrough goal, that. That is top class. But, yeah, Urian. Oh, God, that's big for this game. I just hope Middlesbrough don't sit in now. This is going to be... Ooh! But, yeah, apparently Urian's going to Celtic, and I would give him like a 6, in fairness. I think he's done more or less exactly what we're expected. Note. You know what I mean? And I really like Urian. I'm convinced he's going to be a really good manager. I truly am. But I just don't think you can do anything with 2 hands tied behind your back, like every manager's going to have at this place. But thank you for the 250, my friend. Oh, that's a huge goal. Huge. Fenris, thank you for the 5. I appreciate it a lot. I can't believe Bumpy is only a slight like in your badge list. Clearly the Barnsley of the South Coast right now. Keep up the good work, pal. Honestly, yeah, probably. The badge is a bit... I loved the old one. You like Premier League one. I remember I had like PES 2005, me. That was like the first FIFA sort of football-related game that I had. I don't Wii, actually. I'm sure I did. I'm sure it was PES 2005 on Wii. What a random thought. But yeah, I love Portsmouth's old badge with like gold ribbon thing at bottom. Oh, that were proper. I'm not convinced on this. It looks a bit too clip-arty for me. And I think a lot of badges are like that. That's where I'm at. Whereas Barnsley's is very cluttered, but it speaks to what we are. It's got a miner and a glass blower on it. That's a bit harsh. It's like the history at town. Even though it's quite busy, it's not been made on like Microsoft Word. Ipswich have got to come out here. But thank you for the 5. I appreciate it a lot, Fenris. Thank you. Katie, thank you for the 10 again. I appreciate it a lot. Rudiger said randoms for a reason. Attendance, but if someone I don't is like this 15 years at the helm, 13 years since they came to a match. Really? Bloody hell. 328 million losses with Dumb and Dumber at the helm. Right. But my thing with that is they've obviously chucked a lot of money at you in that time to have lost 328 million. I think Barnsley have maybe lost like 30 in that time. Like our owners aren't willing to put the money in. At least you're maybe in the Chancery camp of at least your idiots have spent some money, but not enough, really. They've not like done it right all the time. It's difficult, innit? Because your owners obviously are a tool. Well, both of them, however many there are in this sort of like clan, this family that run you. At least have put some money in at some point. I don't know. In fairness, I don't know the full details. I don't know whether they're writing it off, the money, or if... I hope it's not loans or you are in trouble. That's what I look at most. You know when like Kieran Maguire comes out with all accounts. It's like if someone is being loaned the money and it's like, oh, we are loaned £100 million, then I'm like, you are going to be one of them teams that bites the bullet in the next couple of years when everything just sort of pops. Whereas if it's like they've wrote it off and you've got no debt and everything, then that's all right. But I imagine Venky's a tools. In fairness, I imagine the wankers. But yeah, obviously your attendances are going to be lower than they should be based on that. Like a lot of every team in history has done it, haven't they? Maybe not some to the extent of like, I don't know, Leeds, for example, just an easy one that pops to my head immediately. That's rate play. Ipswich, what a goal. Oh my God, this game's going to be nuts. This game is going to be nuts. Oh my God, what a finish. That play were fantastic. Absolutely top class, mate. Chuffing brilliant, that. But thank you, Katie. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. And yeah, obviously your attendances are going to go down, aren't they? Because that's just what it is. Oh, this game's going to be so good. But thank you, Katie. I appreciate it. I want. Can my little thing do the thing? I'm waiting for my scoreboard to update because it does some cool animation on this one. Come on, do it. Do it. Do the animation. It's 1-1. Come on. Do the animation. Why aren't you doing the animation? There we go. Oh! Goal to Ipswich. Oh! Yeah, this is a serious game, this. This is top. Again, Katie, thank you very much. Just one. Thank you for the 5-9, brother. Caldwell done a good job at He has. Going to have some Fowler delusion and say we're getting 100 points next season. Won't go that far. The only thing that I slightly worry about with Wigan is that obviously your best player by landslides on loan from Huddersfield and he's not going to be back next season. So that slightly concerns me for you next season. And also, look, when you look at the strength of the next year's league, it's going to be it's going to be very, very difficult. Like, you're going to have to improve massively to just sort of stay where you are, because you're looking at stereotypically sort of weaker sides that could be getting promoted. Like, obviously, Lincoln, who were before this most 12th place coded team in League One history. That is a great finish from McAteer, by the way. Keeper should have probably got a stronger hand on that, but that is a good finish. And that's being a bit harsh on Keeps there because it had that much oomph on it. But you've got like Lincoln who've gone up. Other one could be Bradford, who've just come up from League Two. Stevenage, even Stockport, who come up from League Two not long ago. I know they're chucking money at it. But then you look at sides coming down, and it's like, yeah, Wednesday are going to be in pits. But whoever other two that come down are going to be good. Then you've still got like maybe Bolton is still here, Huddersfield, Plymouth, Luton, Barnsley, like even Peterborough, Leyton Orient, these sort of sides. It's going to be a very, very tough season next year. Very tough for everybody in League One. I think there'll be some big old sides going down, you know. I really do. This game's mint, by the way. But thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. And Katie again with a 5. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. I want to do a podcast or something because Venky's at Blackburn should be on Netflix. Yeah, they're just nutters, aren't they? I mean, if you had like a Sunderland documentary, something like that, but then obviously an owner that's that thick ain't going to sort of have them running around, is he? Looking at everything you're doing. Oh, that was a great ball from Davis. Who would be the best sides? You know, if you could pick anybody to sort of have a Netflix crew follow him around for a bit, who would you even choose? I mean, Wednesday'd have been absolute gold dust, wouldn't it, for the last couple years? Who else? Blackburn would be good. I do think Barnsley would be a laugh. Jimmy, shut up. I go to games you done. What are they doing, Middlesbrough? What are they playing at? Where are the midfielders? What am I seeing? I don't know what Middlesbrough are doing. I think Hellberg's a really good manager, but they'll lose it ball on edge of their own box, and then I've not seen one midfielder get back into help them. They just stood there at top end of pitch. I've got to be honest with you. I'm feeling Ipswich steamrolling these here. Got to be honest. The more it's going on, there's something's going on here big time. But yeah, Blackburn would be a funny one. Reading last season, yeah. Hull, I think, could be good, yeah, with transfer embargo and stuff. Leicester would be a good crack. You just, I'll tell you what, you just don't want Preston, do you, really? You just don't want to go Preston and QPR and Bristol City. Like, ugh. You don't want any of them. You want sides that's got something going on all the time. But Katie, I appreciate it again. Thank you very much. It's going to be insane. Oh, God, this is the one. Listen, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh. Another corner, Ipswich here. Probably Dylan, honestly. Callum, have you noticed the improvement in the English leagues as years go on? The Premier League from Division 1, Championship is a Premier 2 now, League 1 is getting as competitive too. I think the divisions are close in themselves, Like, especially like points tally wise, I think they're going to be really high in terms of staying up and quite low in terms of going up. Like this year compared to the last few, um, I think the divisions are quite close. But I also think the standard is awful. Got to be said, I think the standard is absolutely pathetic for a lot of it. Like, obviously, I can only reference League One here, but I think when we come down, but I first remember seeing Barnsley in League One in like 2015. That was my first memory. I started going in 2008. We're in Championship all that time. I'm sure we got relegated about 2015 or 2014 or something. Stopped down, and then in second year come back up again. We were running everybody, and the standard then of League One teams then, and even like when we come up again in like 2018 when Portsmouth and Sunderland and Luton were division, them teams were good, seriously good. Last couple of years, obviously saw like the Ipswich, Plymouth, Wednesday, Barnsley, Bolton. Them 5 teams were really good. Peterborough that year were mint, good ball. It's all over the place. This Middlesbrough all over the place here, big time. And I thought like the standard has been really good. But this year, I'm not just honestly, I'm not just saying this because Barnsley are rubbish. I promise you. I watched that the Bradford Barnsley game yesterday. Bear in mind, Bradford are fourth in division. We had 10 men from 7th minute. The full game, we had 10 men. We've got nothing to play for. As managers announced he's leaving at 9:30 in the morning, we've got nothing to do. It's the easiest tapping of all time. We have 10 men after 7 minutes. And Bolton are gash. Like Bradford even. And I seriously, I hope Bradford go up. I really do. I'd quite like them in Huddersfield and all them sort of sides. I've got no qualms against them. But seriously, in the years gone by, that Bradford side would get relegated. And they look like they're going up. It's just mental. I think the standard is awful. And then at the same time, last 3 years in Championship, the 3 teams that have come up from League One have all stopped up. So the difference isn't even that big between League One and Champ anymore. But it's awful. The football, the standard of teams is crap. Absolutely horrendous. But I think that comes more from a players being rubbish perspective rather than I think tactically a lot of these sides are good. I don't think the Championship or League One has ever been tactically as good as it is now. Like that is a good level, but the players are crap, man. They're absolutely rubbish. I look at what it takes to be like a top League One or Championship player now, and I think, Jesus Christ, this is not even close to what it were like 10 years ago. They were miles better then. But I think it is just because it's like an overcoaching aspect to it. So there is that. Katie, thank you again. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. No brains at Blackburn. True. I mean, they gave a non-cap to Dolan. That's supposed to be for legend. I mean, that's modern day though, isn't it? Like the term, oh my God, Philogene a baller. Good save that though. Middlesbrough keeps. Really good stop. Ipswich are putting it on me though. Big time. Yeah, I think players don't stay at teams for long enough though anymore now, do they? You've got that. People are like moving all over the place. As soon as anybody's half decent, they get snapped up. But same as managers. Like we're going to have had like 12 managers in 9 years. What? You had a manager for like 5 years at a time years ago. Why is it just the turnover is so fast? Everybody just wants a quick solution to everything. But then when you actually look at teams that have succeeded this season, and I just like go to League One as an example mainly. Lincoln, that same manager for years. They've built with same players for a while. They've had an odd bit here and there. They've not made like 11 changes at once. They're bringing like 3 or 4 new starters a season, maybe something like that. But they've built something consistently, and they've obliterated division. Absolutely obliterated it. Stevenage have been building for ages. Like Mansfield and Donny, same manager for a while. These all the successful sides are ones that's built something, or ones that chuck an absolutely ridiculous amount of money at it. And if you're not willing to chuck loads of brass at it, you've got to build something. You've got to have some patience. Like if you are not willing to go and drop millions to get promoted from a division, you have got to have some patience, I think, personally. And I said same for Blackburn there as well. I don't know if you can get O'Neill, by the way. And he said that he's like going to be fully focused on Northern Ireland after this season. If you can actually get him as your manager properly, then I think you'll be in an half decent spot in terms of actually building some of there. What's up with Brown here? But thank you. I appreciate it again. Thank you very much. Dr. Mew, thank you, my brother, for the 5. Who do you reckon had the better halfway line goal, Cal Cleary or Ledson? I've got to say Cleary because that's the best goal I've ever seen live, ever. That were absolutely mental. That were crazy. I think because of the sort of the occasion as well, it were to equalise. That were a cracking game, by the way. Barnsley and Bradford this season, both games. There's been a lot going off. There's been great watches. But the height on that goal, it weren't like you see halfway line goals, and they're a bit like daisy cutters, aren't they? They're just sort of they've not got much of an arch with it. Cleary's, instead of going like that, it just went like this. It just went vertically upwards immediately and landed perfectly. It didn't bounce. The keeper basically net by the time it went in. Limbs as well, just straight in front of it away, and it would just mint, man. It were absolutely mint. That Cleary goal, I am not convinced I will ever see a goal like that again. It were absolutely nuts, that. Borough, chance. Oh, nearly. Keeper looked a bit short-sighted there. Nearly. But thank you. I'm going to have to say Cleary, Dr. Mew. I'm going to have to say Cleary. Thank you, though. Katie, thank you for the 2 again. I appreciate it. I'm not even sure we'll stay up. Neither am I, but I think you probably will. I'm not convinced on it. Now I'm absolutely convinced that Leicester are going down. Even though it's not been confirmed yet, I am smitten that Leicester will be getting relegated. Blackburn, I still think he'll stay up, but I'm not as convinced yet. Because I'm convinced Oxford have got something about him, you know. I think they'll... You know what? I think they might win on Tuesday against Wrexham. They need to. That'd be a great game, that. Be a great game. But thank you again. Tinny Church, thank you for the 2. My brother, hold on, Middlesbrough counter. Oh, it's Conway, though. Probably pass it backwards. Oh, he's done well. But there's 2 Ipswich balls. Find him far post. Oh, God, he's shit it. If he could have found him at far post, then that's 2-1 Middlesbrough, that. Oh, Brown. Oh, dear. Tadarius to poo. Christ. Did he want his wedding the other day or something? And I saw him with mask on again. There was something going on. Tadarius to poo. Season ticket back on. I mean, I'm going to get one, Anna. What's point in even lying? I'm going to get one. I'm just holding off to try and prove a point. But I think that's maybe partly why they've announced it now. Because they've seen season tickets are currently at 7 and thought, oh, well done, we've got to do something here. Tell you what, Morris is a good-looking fella, isn't he? What's a better goal, Cleary goal or Gomez volley when you play Brighton? The Gomez one. The Gomez one. I'm saying I don't think I'll see a better goal. The Cleary one, a lot of people have done that. Do you know what I mean? Not to that extent, because I think Cleary's were seriously really, really good. As far as an halfway line goes, that were top. But the Gomez sidewinder volley, I was stood right behind it, and it went at 1,000 miles an hour on sidewinder. Keeper stood in his net and it's dinked him perfectly. That goal were nuts. The Gomez, I mean, that is the best individual performance I've ever seen. Even on telly. You know what I mean? You've seen these Messi and Ronaldo games and everything, and I've seen I've seen some Jason Scotland stuff before. Wow. Honestly, some player. But that Gomez performance is the best I've ever seen in my life, on telly or not. Crazy. He got 4 goals, for God's sake. And they're all screamers. Great player. Absolute great player. And then he went to score at Chelsea the day after. Oh, God. What a time to be alive. Losing 6-0 to Brighton. Katie, thank you for the 2 again. Let's turn into prime Barca on Tuesday. Come on, man. No way. No way. I don't think Leicester will get a point for the rest of the season. Seriously, as well. I think they'll lose all 3. Because if they lose on Tuesday, they're down, which they will, and they've not had a spine all season anyway. So then what? In the 2 games after that, we expect them to get anything? I doubt it. When they're already down, they'll just turn up. They'll get trolleyed 5-0. And I'll tell you what, I think Blackburn will absolutely batter them on last day. Because they'll already be gone. I really doubt it, Katie, but thank you very much. Where do you think Pompey finish next year? Again, depends what you're sort of willing to spend. But I don't think you're that far. You might be in the same sort of spot, but I think you'll stop up again. Because you're just going to constantly spend more than last season, aren't you? Just to stay in the same spot. So it depends how much you're willing to spend. I think Portsmouth are in a good spot where you've not really got any players that are going to warrant higher moves, are you? I wouldn't have thought. I don't look at any of them and think, oh, he's gonna really kick on an higher up club. I don't think anybody will come in for your boys like that. It's just if you get a proper striker in, which are expensive. I think he'll stay up. I think he'll keep staying up. What do you think Bristol City will appoint? I think he'll go for some foreign fella, personally. What Bristol say? This game has been class. This game has been mint. Definitely going to be... Do you think this summer? I'm not sure anybody's going to be willing to pay for that. Seriously, I think that the financial side of things is starting to start to get to clubs. I really do. I reckon a lot are going to go for like the younger route. And I know Devlin's not exactly old. What is he, about 22? Something like that. It's still a good age for it. But he's not good enough at Premier League. Is he good enough for like someone who has got some brass, like a Wolves that's going to be coming down, Burnley, whoever fourth choice, whoever third bottom is, like they're going to be looking at better than Devlin is. Maybe Wrexham, maybe, but I doubt it. So you're looking at a real finite number of clubs that have either got the money or he's good enough for. I don't think there'll be a lot of people. I don't think there'll be a lot of player trading like that this summer. I don't. Better do that. Oh God, yeah, Russell Martin. Middlesbrough versus Wednesday. Jesus, let me see how this finishes first. It is half time though. It is half time. That was a really good half. Really good. I'm impressed. But boys, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. If you are new here, then you have missed out. Let me tell you that much. Oh God. It's time for Blue Cat. Right. Let me get this shit on. I hope it's that one. Here we go. Right. This is Blue Cat. It's like Kahoot, effectively. That's just the easiest way of saying it. It's Kahoot. Our good friend Loyal Royal has sorted it like normal. The code is 912829. Nickname Cal. God, it's been a while. I'm being chicken. Right, I don't know if can you see it there? Yeah, you can. Hold on. 912829. That is the code. Go on Blue Cat. Blue Cat. BLOO Cat. And it's a quiz. It's a football-related quiz. Okay? I'll give you a couple minutes to get in here. How much does Charlie Hughes go for in the summer? So he is someone that I can actually see being bought. I can see that. I could see a Wolves maybe going for someone like that. I think, with relegated sides, they want guarantees, don't they? Almost at championship level. Like going for someone like Armstrong, who you know is going to get you loads of goals. Going for someone like Charlie Hughes, who's like, obviously still quite young as well, but he's a proven top championship centre-half. So maybe I could see him going to someone like that. I could definitely see that. I think he might go to Wolves. That's a good shout, actually. Where is Charles going to be next season? Was supposed to be going to Strasbourg, wasn't he, in January, and then he got injured. Poor lad. I think it might be a foreign side because he's not going to start in Prem, is he? Unless he goes to like maybe a Man City or a Chelsea, or someone buys him and then loans it. That's it. He's going to go to Chelsea. Chelsea will buy him and then loan him to Strasbourg. That's how it goes. That's going to be how it goes. Now, Lincoln, you'll be able to keep Skubala for a bit. I don't think there'll be people going in for him like that yet. I really don't. And also, would he leave? What I mean? Are we ready? About to lock in on Blue Cat. 912829. You've got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. How many minutes separated both of Patrick Adams' goals? Oh, not many. Oh, that's tough. That's a tough question, that, to start with. I'm the best. Get him. We've started. Couple making huge bids in summer. Oh, yeah, there were, actually. But then I actually saw with Coventry, they're on about letting Bobby Thomas go, aren't they, in summer? Against none. I'm sure that's none. Yeah, I remember looking through it earlier. I'm the man. We're thinking about Scottish Prem. I hope Rangers win it. Sorry to disappoint you if you're a Celtic fan, but I hope Rangers win it. How many FL League One home teams won their league? Oh God. God, that's not a very lot of time, is it? Probably about 5 or 6. 0. 0. Right, that's tough. Yeah, I want Rangers to win it, and then if not, then I want Arts. I actually think it might be that. All right. Who knows that? Come on. Who knows that? That's tough. Both teams in Championship, Blackburn. Oh God, I don't think they're any. Will they post once? I'm just going to say anyway. Okay, right. This is hard. This is tough. As long as Celtic don't win it, I'm happy. That's what I'd say with Scottish Prem. These are tough questions here. Oh, winless streak. It's more than 7. I'd say 12. It were ages. Oh my God, this is tough. FA Cup final. Sadly, I think it'll be Man City and Leeds in final. I had to lock in them big time. That were a nervous one. That really nervy one. These are hard questions, you know. You've got to be proper on it, haven't you? I know that one immediately. And I'll tell you what, I got in there ASAP. I must have top points there. Must have. God, a lot of people got that one right. How locked in are you lot? This is crazy. How people know this? Oh, that's tough. No, I've no idea. I've literally got no idea. Norwich. Oh, yeah, the bet Bristol City 4-2. As if 9 people got that right. That is so hard. Who remembers Bristol City, Norwich, man? Come on. They did. Ball knowledge again. I think I'm quite far behind here, though, which worries me. Knowledge. I think Exeter are going down, though. I'd like them to beat Burton so that it was good to last game, but I don't think they will. It's either that or QPR. Fuck off. Sorry. Oh. Come on. 13 of 20. A few of them might be right, though. Yes. Good. Ball knowledge again. Some real ball knowledge there. Come on. Someone just said Barnsley stink. Did not score. Oh, that's tough and all. I don't think there were many. There weren't many. I don't think there were any 0-0s. All right. Questions are fucking hard. Come on. Only 3? There's no... That can't be right. Really? Jesus Christ. I thought it was more than that. More than that. More than that. Okay. Is this one of them where, like, every answer's right? Okay, man. Oh! Come on. I'm so far behind here. Oh, I don't actually think it was that... Really? I didn't think it was that late. I got 97 then. I didn't even think it was that late. Well, that's crazy. I literally did not know that at all. Oh, I'm going to have lost by... I'm going to be like 50th here. Oh, I can't remember. Literally can't remember. I imagine Sam Bell didn't score for Bristol City. They only got 2. I hate this. I hate being shit. Where have I finished? So, Evan West Brom, Marcus Brown, and the winner, Rochdale Army. Where have I finished? 19th I've finished. Oh, tough. It's tough. Congrats, Rochdale Army. You win. You win nothing. You win nothing. Christ. Right, anyway. Thank you, Lloyd Roll, as well. Absolute legend sorting these out. Katie, thank you very much again. If we demolish Leicester, I'll personally make a sign that says Callum Fowler Barnsley CEO. Right, deal. Deal. Thank you, Katie. Deal. But I think you will. I think you'll be safe. No, I don't actually. I think Leicester will be down by then. So they'll have nothing to play for. That's my logic with that. But thank you, Katie. I appreciate it again. A lot. Thank you. Right, let's read some of this stuff. What do you think about Exeter's getting out of relegation, 3-3 Stockport goalie, blah, blah, blah. If we stay up with our budget going down by 1 mil, we'll probably be 24 forever. I think the Burton game is massive, but it's at Burton, innit? And that makes me like worry for you a little bit. Because you've got to try and win. In fact, you've got Jaden Wareham, so maybe he's obviously got a bit about him, hasn't he? You've just got to hope you win away at Burton. You've got to hope. Bradford fan here, weren't away end yesterday. You boys played class. We on the other end were awful. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Great day out, good grind. I thought that one went to your place. I've been to Bradford before. That was my second time earlier in the season when Cleary scored that. And I thought that, because Bradford's got such a bad rep, and don't get me wrong, near ground, it's like the slums in it, near ground. But as for like city centre bit, when you come out at train station and all pubs on route, it's a great place. It'd be a great day out at Bradford. They don't get the respect. Everyone just bums off his Sheffield and Leeds, don't they? Bradford are right there. Hold on, I'm just reading out messages still. Who's getting 6th place in League One? I think now I think Stevenage will, to be honest. You've got an 18 fold on for £2.2 million, right? You know, if you say for some reason you won that, your account would disappear immediately. You think Denise is paying you at that? Come on, man. No chance. Not a chance. I'm still just reading everything. Hold on, guys. Thoughts on Wigan playoff push next year? Can't see it, to be honest. How would Leicester do in League One next year? God, what a question. How would Leicester do in League One? I think you need a complete gut out of your full team. New manager. You might not exist because you've lost £250 million for 3 years or something ridiculous. Obviously, less revenue from everything. All your parachute payments go down. So I think Leicester are in a heap of shit. I don't know. You'll either win league or finish like 14th. I don't know. I've absolutely got no idea yet. It depends. I want to see what sort of transfers you make and how many of that like horrendous dressing room you can actually get rid of. They were very hard questions, weren't they? I agree. Do you give Southampton a chance against City? No. No. Not really. I'm sorry, but no. I'll tell you what. I think if Southampton were going up against Chelsea or Leeds, I'd maybe give them a bit of a chance with how they play and how good they are a minute. But against Man City, I just think they get picked to bits. I think they'll lose like 3-0 to Man City, sadly. But Stockport are still chipping away, Josh, aren't they? They're still doing good. They're still doing good. Dr. Mew, thank you very much, my brother. For the two, Herbie Kane's finishing 35th again. Ole, ole. Oh, God. Herbie Kane. Is he on loan or have you got rid of him? I can't remember. I think he went on loan, didn't he? Told you you're a fat bastard, didn't I? Thank you, Dr. Mew. Appreciated, my friend. Carl Wootton at centre half. I did see that. What, Georgia to Millwall? My mate's a Millwall fan. He's from there. He's from Millwall, the place Millwall, apparently. He's a Millwall fan from birth. He come up from London to Barnsley. Poor sod. Yeah, I saw that, Keno. Don't worry about it. The thing is, right, that tweet, Leeds fans love it, don't they? I reckon that's like the 5th time throughout this year that Leeds have gone back and found an old tweet, which shows that they're obviously not like really insecure or anything. That they go back and find old tweets and stuff. But in that one, it literally said, "I cry myself to sleep at night," and people are still taking it serious. Oh, God. Too many dars on Twitter. Too many dars. All the younger ones get it. I think if City beat Arsenal tonight, Southampton have a tiny, tiny chance. No. I just can't see it, man. Anyway, we're about to kick off for the second half. Here we go, boys. Come on. I'm not being funny. I need an Ipswich win for a bet. So let's stop taking Mick now. Come on, Ipswich win. Even though I want Middlesbrough to win for Millwall, I want Ipswich to win for me. And I'm more important than Millwall. So if they could hurry up and win, that'd be fantastic. Here we go. We're about to kick off. We're off. Here we go. What do I think wins this game? I think Ipswich will win this. We're opening up a lot near end. He's on loan to Plymouth. Right, okay. Herbie Kane. Has it set you in that you'll be doing content on Bromley next season? I mean, I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to talk about a League One fixture in depth, and it's going to be MK Dons versus Salford. I might just not do that. When it gets to that fixture, I'm just ignoring it. Philogene? Oh my God. Oh, if you just skip back round him again. That were close. Really close. I reckon Wigan keep hold of Joe Taylor. I don't think even Huddersfield will keep hold of Joe Taylor, to be honest. I can't see that. See, I've been on a not a night out, but I've been for a drink a few times around Bermondsey. And I think that's a really nice place. Obviously, I'm only going to main drinking bits in Bermondsey. Like when you come out at train station and turn left down there. What the hell? What just... Oh, right, sorry. I just heard some weird-ass noise going on. But Bermondsey gets like a really bad rep. It's supposed to be a shithole, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not being funny, mate. I think Blackpool might be in trouble next season as well. I really do. I don't think your team's good at all. I really don't. Thoughts on City fans yesterday? The away following were obviously mental, but I didn't think they were very loud. Thing is, Dr. Mew, like, I do truly think someone will buy him off Huddersfield. Obviously, you're going to have to pay a lot of money to get him because how much you paid for him off Thingy in first place, Luton. But he is a cracking striker for League One. That's maybe one that I could see one of sides coming down, bringing him in. Just thinking, oh, well, he scores goals at this level. We'll buy him. I mean, he might just be one of them. Opinions on Tottenham in Championship. Jesus Christ. I mean, if Tottenham did end up coming down, which I hope they do, I do think they'd romp it, to be honest. But then they might be in a situation where they end up being a yo-yo club, which would be very funny. Derby for playoffs? I don't think so. What a ball. If Soft Southerners call it, plays a shithole 9 out of 10, it's going to be mint place. I'm going to say, I thought Birmingham's... Again, you're not walking around housing estate, though, are you? You're walking around where all pubs and bars are. Pretty nice. Would recommend. I think Cardiff, a lot of Cardiff fans weren't like this, and obviously been promoted yesterday, so congrats. But honestly, I think Cardiff, unless they bring some serious players in, I think it might be a straight back down job, which is a bad position to be in. You don't want to end up being a yo-yo. You really don't want to be a yo-yo. Joseph, why is he thinking again? Hold on. Joseph, thank you very much, my brother, for the 8 months. Hold on, Leif Davis got a chance to put a ball in. Thank you very much, my friend. Hello, Arkal. Am I supposed to act surprised when you tell me the Reds are going up again in July? Thing is, yeah, here you are. How's that? You know what? Yeah, I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try. I don't need to convince anyone. Believe me or don't. Whatever. How's that? But if we get Big Donkey Moore in, I think we'll sneak in playoff. Thank you, Joseph. Oh, God. Cheers, mate. Honestly, Dylan, probably, yeah. They go sweeping up all free transfers that are free transfers for a reason, and then they're like, hold on a minute. Why we not won division? We got us players in before anybody else. As if there's only 10 players up for grabs, and that's it. Uh-oh, chance. Oh, that like it. We're going to go in. My dark horse for each division. What, this season? Well, I said Millwall, so I'll claim Millwall. What did I say for League One? I don't think I'd necessarily had a dark horse for League One, you know. I had Bradford finishing like 10th, which were good, so they just come up, but obviously they've just eclipsed that. Can't even keep a straight face. That was 60 points for Reds. Yes. Uh-oh, Borough. Chance. Oh, you're going too far. Where you going? Come on, man. Good ball. Chance. Still. Borough. Oh, my God. This game has just been top. This has been top class. I can't believe that's not gone in. I literally can't believe it. Christ alive. Dr. Mew, thank you for the tour again, my brother. Do you reckon Wednesday I'll take Dion Charles? No. Thing is that if they get like a wage cap and everything, regardless of what this points deduction is going to be, they've got to get a wage cap, surely to God. So if it's $7,000 a week wage cap, Dion Charles is going to be on more than that. And also you'd have to buy him and he's shit. So I doubt it, but if that's where they spend the money on, I'd be happy because they'll be going down. You know what I mean? Absolutely rubbish. But thank you very much, Dr. Mew. I appreciate it very much. Word from a Jalvin, my dear friend, thank you very much for the 20 bar, my brother. I do appreciate that a lot. Thank you. West Brom need a rebuild in the summer and give James Morrison the job, even if we get relegated and we've got 3 of the best strikers in the league when they're not injured. I were with you until that last statement. I were with you right until the end. I'm not convinced on your strikers, you know. That's where I think if you had better ones, that you'd have won a lot of your games. You know, obviously you're unbeaten for quite a while. You're like 6 games unbeaten or something, aren't you, West Brom? Whereas if you'd have actually had some of the top strikers in this division, then I think you'd have had a lot of wins rather than a lot of draws in your last 6. Like you've been defensively loads better, and I like how Morrison's playing. I'd give him a job, 100%. By the way, 100 million%, not even a doubt. I would give him a job tomorrow. I think he's looking like a really good manager. He's not bothered about like overcomplicating it. He sort of understands what football is. And I think how it's transitioning now, it's going back to putting crosses into the box and long throw-ins and set pieces and stuff. That's proper West Brom for a start. And also, someone like him is going to understand that properly. Someone who played in that sort of era. I just don't agree with your strikers at all. Like Madger last year scored loads, but it was like everything was sort of handcrafted around Madger in terms of wingers just putting balls in for him purposefully all the time and nothing else really. I think, don't get me wrong, I think you'd take Mick in League One. I think if West Brom went down, they'd win it. If they went to League One. And then I'd agree with that statement that you've got best strikers in League One. But for Championship, I'm not, I disagree with that. But yeah, you'll be fine. I am so convinced that West Brom will be fine. At one point, I weren't, by the way, but I am now with Morrison. After he gave him a crack, didn't he, really? He sort of come out after him in press conference. I forgot you lost to. You might have lost to Oxford or somebody. And he come out and he were like, these lot are just not footballers. They've not got mentality for it. They're just crap. And it's proper give them all a rocket up ass, on it. So I think, honestly, I think you'll stop up. I do think you'll stop up. But I agree you need a rebuild anyway. And if you are to go down, I still give him job and I think you win league. Personally. But I think you'll be fine. I really do. But thank you very much. I appreciate the 20. Very, very kind of you, sir. Thank you so much. Legend. Thank you very much. If you fail to win today, then Cov can seat title on Tuesday against Portsmouth. Thing is, even though Portsmouth are in good form, I don't think you're going to Coventry again out. I got so much flack, by the way, for that. Can I just say it again? I got so much jip for that, like, predicting the sort of end at season running for relegation sides in Champ. And I were like, giving Portsmouth a lot of wins, and people were like, this guy's an idiot. He doesn't know anything. He's obviously decided that Portsmouth are staying up before, and then he's just making all results like that. And then, lo and behold, they've all happened exactly how I said. Jokers. Absolute jokers. Can I have a summary of the first half? I mean, sure thing. Middlesbrough started quite fast, but they looked quite nervy all the time, even before they scored, really, and straight after they scored. Like, they looked really, really nervous. Keeper made a good save for Middlesbrough. Melander is very, very composed, but I just think the midfield's all over the place. Middlesbrough's. That's sort of what I'd say. They're trying to play a little bit too nice and a little bit too fancy. And sometimes it's working. Like right now it's working. But then when they give it away, they end up just being counter-attacked quite fast. And I think if Ipswich had made the right decision at top end of pitch, they'd be winning this. That being said, Middlesbrough have got a chance. And it's a good save. I think, personally, Ipswich will win this game 2-1. I think that is how it's shaping up at minute. But there is definitely another goal in this at least. Definitely. Jake Hill, thank you for the 2, my brother. Up the trotters, we will walk playoffs now. Trust me, I've heard that before. I've heard that one before. I don't think playing like you are at minute you will. Bolton. At minute, it's shaping up to be a Stockport walking park, but I'm not convinced on anybody. I'm really not. Not to me, if club pay me, I'll do anything. You know what I mean? But thank you for the 2, Jake. I appreciate it. I would. I'd probably make your second favourites Bolton at minute for playoffs behind Stockport. But again, it kind of depends on who sneaks in 6th, because if Plymouth come in steamrolling it near end, then they'll be tough. Stevie DeJack, well, nobody's an easy game, ultimately. It's playoffs. But I think Stockport at favour minute. I really do. I really, really do. Orian's apparently going to Celtic to be coaching staff, apparently. But that's just what I've been told. It's not. I've not even seen anybody on Twitter. I was searching for it last night when someone said it to me. Well, like, just see if anybody sort of said this, Urian Celtic, and there was nothing. Morris is good. Morris is a player. Luke, thank you for the 5, my friend. Fun fact, West Bromwich Albion, head of transfers or head of football, Ian Pearce, who won Premier League with Blackburn, a family friend of my fam. Oh, nice, bro. Can you get any goss then? So basically, whenever something happens with West Brom, I'm going to be coming to you and expecting you to be my source then. I'm going to be DMing you on Twitter for some info. But thank you very much. I appreciate that, Luke. Thank you for the 5. Nice fact. Fenris, thank you, my brother, for the 5. Thank you, brother. Pompey tend to play better after Easter, it seems, and for Portsmouth, all we need to do is match Oxford. Can we see Wrexham winning at their gaff? You could see it. That's a poor ball. You could see it happening. Oh, got another poor touch from Ipswich. I'll be with you in a minute. I just want to see if Ipswich can put a decent ball in here. Get it out wide to left. What they're doing? Just get to Philogene out wide. Oh, they've slowed it down loads here. Then Davis has put a right foot across in. It's too floaty, straight at him. I'm surprised ref ain't blown up. Hold on, there's still a lot going on here. Near Middlesbrough's box. No, they've gone all the way back. I think they could. Obviously, Wrexham could go to Oxford and win. But it's a bit like this game where a draw is just awful from both. If Wrexham draw, they're basically out at playoffs race and that's it. If Oxford draw, they're basically down. So they've both just got to go for it. So Tuesday could be a great game. But honestly, I think Oxford will get something. I really do. I really do. But Portsmouth are fine anyway. Do you know what I mean? I think Portsmouth, I think you're all right now. You've won 3 games in a row without conceding against good sides and Leicester. I think you're done now, Portsmouth. I think you're all right. There's so much crap and all. Like recently, you're miles better than Charlton have been. I think you're better than Blackburn. Sorry, Katie. But I think you're better than Blackburn as well. You're obviously better than Leicester, miles better than them. The only side that's probably better than you across board at minute, and even that's a push, is West Brom, and that's it. And they're getting a points deduction maybe. So I think you'll be all right, Pompey. But I appreciate it, Fenris. Thank you, my friend. I want Rangers to win it, Mark, and I think they will. And I think Rangers do it. I just don't want Celtic to win it. Am I going to watch York Rochdale? I am. I'm just debating whether to do it as a watch along or not. Pompey pessimist. I think everybody is with their own club. When you get a bit nervy near end, everybody gets like that, don't they? But you are well fine now. Lincoln's a bit of everything with that. Lincoln are a bit of everything. I mean, Scobell's a really good manager. I wouldn't necessarily say the squad's very good, but I think they've put the money in right places sort of year after year. Like they brought Adam Reach and Sonny Bradley in this season. It's not exactly a future-proofing squad, is it? But it's 2 players that are much, much better than that level, even though they're older. A lot of experience that have done much like harder things throughout their career than get out of League One. So I think it's a bit of everything. Chance, Ipswich. Oh my God, he's acted a bit. Azon's acted. And I know, to be fair, defender looks like he's closing him down really quickly here. But that is a chance. If he can like take a touch and get his head up, he could have played other fella in then. Like, look at him coming out left there. If he could somehow, I know it's really hard, but if he can get a little flick round to see Philogene there. Philogene's running onto that for a curler into far, isn't he? Who's biggest non-league club round town? Penny Church, probably. I'd imagine. I think they're iced up. Penniston Church, Wunwell Town and Main. Obviously in Sheffield, you've got a few. You've got like Answorth and that. Sheffield FC and Hallam, all them boys. There's Farsley Celtic. They're Donnyway though, aren't they, I think? Ooh, that could have gone anywhere. Chance, Ipswich. Ooh, he's getting close. He's getting close. Oh. I think the thing is, with non-league one, I think whoever sort of doesn't... Oh, that is unlucky, that for McAteer. He nearly gets a little flick right there. I think whoever doesn't win next Saturday will go up anyway. I think it'll be like when Wrexham and Notts County did it. I think they did it like that anyway. I'm sure everyone went up with them. Oh, mate, Stoke. I'm not being funny. You're just going to sit there forever. I can't see how it changes. I don't know what needs to change for Stoke either, in fairness, because it's not like you don't spend any money, is it? Didn't your owners write off like £60 million or something? Something ridiculous. I think it's not for lack of trying. But just nothing works for Stoke. You just sort of bounded to 16 forever. You chained down to it, floor. I think, to be fair, I can't see. Wolves will definitely finish top 6. It just depends where. Like, they've been playing poor again recently, haven't they? And you've got to imagine that, like, obviously, the only half-decent players they've actually got, like your Manes and that, they'll all go. It's tough. A chance for Middlesbrough here. Oh, my God, what a touch. Ayling. Oh, God, they've scored. Oh, God, oh, God. Middlesbrough scored again, they're winning. Oh, me bet. No. Oh, God. It's Ipswich's own doing, do you know what I mean? They're not finishing the dinner. They're not finishing the chances. I mean, Ayling's done brilliant here, by the way. He starts it as well. He wins ball all the way back there. Is it Ayling? Julio's number 2. Oh, it's Britton. Callum Britton. Not Ayling. Callum Britton starts it. He wins ball, plays him down line, runs through, and gets goal as well. Oh, no, he gets assist even for ball. Mate, Britton's done brilliant there. Ipswich are shitting it. I'll tell you what, though. This is massive. Massive, massive. When you look at, like, the teams that are in and around this. For Millwall and Southampton as well, this is huge. Huge. Millwall are back in it again. Imagine if they didn't lose to Norwich, for God's sake, and draw at West Brom. This is going to last. But then you look at that sub, by the way, that's just come on. You're taking Philogene off and bringing Jack Clark on. Oh, this game's been so good. They've brought Metty and Clark on. The depth is crazy. Millwall or Middlesbrough get autos. And I'm not being funny. I can't see Middlesbrough doing it. It should have started us on. That means that Ipswich are in 3rd. They're a point behind Millwall. They've got a game in hand, yes. But they've got to play Southampton away as well. And Millwall's last 3 games are like 3 favourable ones as well. Oh, God. Come on, Millwall. Come on. God, I hope Millwall do it. Please, 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 please let Millwall do it. Yeah, this does feel like a Prem game, doesn't it? This is top. This is top standard. I don't necessarily think, by the way, that either of them have been that good, which is the sort of weirdest bit. I still think the best sort of quality that I've seen all season, Middlesbrough, when Middlesbrough were on it, you know, earlier, like against Sheffield United in that game, Middlesbrough were top class. They look like a Prem side, definitely. There's some really, really good games with Middlesbrough earlier in the season. But this has been a really good game. Southampton for 2nd. They've got to win all the games, haven't they? Which they definitely could. But if it stops like this, I'm fancying... Oh, my God, Clark's rapid. I'm fancying Millwall if it stops like this. Oh, God. As long as it's not a draw, please don't be a draw, because that gives me nothing. Like, if Middlesbrough win this, happy days, it makes it really interesting. If Ipswich win, then my bet wins, which is great. Just don't be a draw. I'll tell you what, though, the midfields for both have been really poor. That's the only thing I'd say. It's been so, like, basketball of this. End-to-end, all-time, no control. Which has made it entertaining, but the midfields have been gash for both. You reckon any promoted side from Championship has a chance of staying up? Coventry maybe, but they need to spend like £150 million probably. Sadly, I'm not convinced any other potential 2 will. Oh my God, Middlesbrough got it again. The chance. Strike! Oh my God. Middlesbrough have been good last like 15 minutes-ish. Last 15, 20 minutes. This second half, they've been a lot better. Because it looked like it were going Ipswich's way, this. It's a good strike and all. To all teams that have been in Championship forever, whose motives to get out at either end. What, like your Prestons, Bristol Cities of this world? At some point, I could see Bristol City going down with these owners, to be honest. If you're on about that clan, the mid-table champ sides. You think it'd be good for Championship with like Spurs possibly coming down? Yeah, but it's going to be good for. I think it'd be better for Prem Ipswich coming down because it might shake them all up and maybe think, oh, we need to change something. So I'm not being funny. If one of their beloved Big Six gets stuck in Championship, then they'll actually probably start changing rules around. They might distribute money a bit better then. It might take something like this for him to actually get a grip. I think it'd be good for Prem if Tottenham went down, but they would absolutely obliterate division as well. They'll come down and get like 120 points or something. If they didn't break points record, I'd be gobsmacked. Tottenham. When's FA Cup final compared to playoffs? Could Saints play in both? Ooh. I think FA Cups. Is it week before? Oh, it's 2nd of June. Bloody hell. Is that late? Christ. So it's after then. FA Cup's after. Oh, yeah, it's early this season, isn't it? Playoff finals. Oh, my God. Middlesbrough have got another chance here. What? Oh! God, what's up with him? What's up with Ipswich here? They're just backing off all the time and all. Good ball, lad. Oh. Oh, my God, chance. What a block. Jesus. Another chance. Oh, my. This is a great game. There's been so many shots, so many chances. Strellick nearly just walked it through then. He literally walked at net. Half of Tottenham's lads want to even stay. I know that'd be good. That'd be good for him. Get rid of him, all the rubbish. I'm just thinking that imagine the pull that Tottenham could have in Championship. It'd be ridiculous. That if they didn't put together the greatest squad it's ever seen, then something's wrong. Oh, good clearance. Samiento does a lot of dancing and not much else, doesn't he, you know? Good ball. Ooh. I'm excited for Leicester away. I absolutely am. I'm more excited for Bromley. If Tottenham went down anyway, it'd be the biggest story ever. But imagine Tottenham going down and then losing on first day to Lincoln. That'd be something. Yeah, Tottenham would absolutely nail it, mate. They'd batter everybody. I think they might start quite slowly. Say Tottenham did go down, I think they would maybe start a little bit slow. Because you've got to adjust to everybody treating you as a cup final. It'd be ridiculous. But then they would win every game after. Every game. There is no... Come on, man. You think Tottenham would go down and finish 9th? Look at the state at playoffs in this division. Some of the teams in it. Hull have got a transfer embargo and they're in playoffs. Wrexham are on cusp of it. Tottenham have come down, probably spend £200 million. They'd sell everybody that they've got, build a full new team. They'd walk it. And I don't think, like, when Villa come down, they were buying, like, they went and got, like, Urian off Barnsley at the time. They went and got, like, Henry Lansbury, you know, from Nottingham Forest. Them type of players. Tottenham had to get, like, mid-table, European-level Premier League players and just say, listen, we're just going to be in Championship for 5 minutes and then we're back in Prem again. Like, it'd be the absolute easiest sell ever to get a level above. Oh, nearly. Ipswich need to get a grip here. Fast. They're getting ball away all time, though. All time. Who's most likely to get Barnsley-itis out of the teams at the bottom of the Championship? Outside's coming down. Probably Wednesday, to be honest. Like they're gonna get whatever the minus points are. They're gonna be crap regardless. You know what I mean? They're gonna have to build a full new squad. It's gonna be an hard division anyway. I could see them getting stuck in and around it for ages. Do you do watch-alongs of Prem games? Rarely. Sometimes I do. It depends which one it is. But a lot of time, like I wouldn't do it for like City Arsenal later because I just want to watch that to an extent. But also, I'm not as interested in Premier League as I am with something like this. And also, I'd be going up against like massive productions that have like 20 full-time staff working for them, and I'm just sat in my spare room in my house. I mean, you're going up against some giants when you do something like that. I'll tell you what, I'm excited. Leicester as an away day does sound really good. It does. But I am genuinely more excited for like Salford and Bromley than I am Leicester. I am. I can get trained straight to Manchester or London, go to the nicest bits round there, get on pace. It's a right laugh. Leicester, I don't even know what their public transport's like for a start. Is there a train station there? I've got no idea how long it takes to get there on train. It'd still be a mint day, don't get me wrong. To go to a Premier League winner 10 years ago would be a right laugh. Oh my God, that were a dodgy header back. But I'm always more excited for smaller away ends. That's just, I love that. I love that. I hate going to like massive away ends, me. Oh, and obviously Leicester, don't get me wrong, what do you get? 3K? That would probably sell it out in a day. It's not that we won't sell it. It's more like I just hate, it's not that I hate it actually. I just prefer the smaller away ends where you get like 1,000 in and it's just it's same heads in there all the time. That's what I like. Salford to Shittle. Yeah, but we'd just go around Manchester for a day, wouldn't you? You go for Manchester and then get trained to Salford. Same as if we went to Bromley. We'd be down there at like 10 o'clock in the morning, go around wherever nice area is in South London or whatever, if there is any, and then just get tube there. Chance here for Ipswich. Strike. Stay at him. It's in a business park. That's what I mean. Like, there's nothing appealing to Leicester away. If it, like Derby's ground, that is shit. Like it's a nice ground to look at, yeah, but it's a big old ball and it's in a chuffing. It's like being in car park in town. It's just pointless. It's rubbish. If there's no pubs, like 5 minutes away, then I'm not happy. Like Bradford were good for that. Bradford were a good crack. There's not even a tube. You aren't got a tube to Bromley. Christ. Yeah, it is one of them ones, Joseph. It is. South London's a shithole, man. Thing is, I haven't been in many. Only one this season I've had where we took like a big following with Donny. And that were all right. You didn't get a lot of you in my seats for that. Oh, and Bradford. But then it's like, Bradford's that ridiculous. Like the setup of it, the away end. 2 tiers and then another tier. It's just stupid. Oh, yeah, Bolton's a rubbish one and all. I hate grounds like that. I really do. Hey up, Matt. Who's my money on to get second? I want Millwall, don't I? You know what I mean? I want Millwall. I'll tell you what, I think Millwall. If it stays like this, I think Millwall. Because even if Southampton win all the games, it's in Millwall's hands still, innit? Don't anyone reserve? Worry, I can't remember that. We done it. I actually can't remember that. Damo, thank you for the 2, my brother. Hard being a town fan, free stoppage time equalisers. Yeah, well, I'm not being funny. You don't deserve to be in there, do you? We just got to accept it. Come on. Just accept it. You're new Barnsley. You're going to be sat in League One with us forever. It's all right, mate. What a ball. He snatches at it. Azon snatches at it too much. I'm not keen on him. He's a decent striker, but I'm not keen on him. I'm not happy with this guy. I'm really not. But thank you for the 2 demo. I appreciate it, mate. I really do. But in fairness, you've had your fair share of like last minute winners and all, haven't you? I don't think we've had one all season. I'm not convinced we've had one last minute winner. We've had a couple of equalisers, but the amount of goals that we've given away in the last 10 minutes of games is nuts. Chance? Oh, he's read it well though, Britain there. He's read it well. I've never been to Watford now. See, when I went to Derby, we went on train and we went through your like out of town centre first. That wherever Spoons is, there were a big Derby pub across the road from there. Went round there. But then the ground is just plopped in the middle of nowhere. It took like half an hour to walk back to the station after. Took piss. How many 92 have I done? Bang on 50, I think. Can't remember though. I've been following Scottish Prem. I just don't. I want Rangers to win it. Well, I don't know. As long as, in my opinion, as long as Celtic don't win it, I'm happy. Because if Rangers or Hearts win it, then I think football has won. Thing is, Joseph, there were a lot of like, I was smacked behind net me for Anfield, and it were a lot of like, you know, players' families and stuff like that. It were a lot of that going on where we ended up. Whereas again, you know, if you get like, if they'd given you proper away end rather than getting a 7K, say if we only got like 3,500 or something, and it went to proper ends, then atmosphere would have been nuts. Decent ball. You've got to try and get your noggin on that. I'm not convinced on a Zon, you know. I'm not. I don't think either of these two have got proper decent strikers for level. I really don't. For 2 automatic promotion chasers, I'm just not convinced on any strikers on this pitch. I'm really not. Yeah, but Rangers have won it once in the last like 12 years or something with Gerrard. Southampton edge out Millwall on goal difference on last day. Ball, surely. Oh my God. Chance. Oh my God. Offside. I know what you mean, Jimmy. Jimmy Hill's love child. So some people have still got it. There's not many big grounds that are like that anymore. Like a lot are moving away from it. Yeah, I'm trying to think who else is like in a good spot. Sheffield United's in a good spot, quite central in Sheff. But it's hard. Like obviously, when you get to a certain size capacity stadium, you're not going to plop like a 50K smack it middle of your town centre, are you? Or in your city centre. It's just like, well, what's that doing there? It's not Madison Square Garden, is it? You know what I mean? You've got to like, you need something big. Molineux's at City Centre. To be fair, with some of these grounds, like I've been to Molineux twice, but I can't remember for life of me where it is in comparison to City. Do you know what I mean? That's hard for me. I cannot remember where it is geographically. Why would Newcastle build a new one? Surely they just extend that. Surely. Huddersfield's a good away. Yeah, you can walk to Huddersfield's ground from train station. Yeah. I think we're spoilt with Oatwell, you know. I really do. Because it's like, obviously, you've got all pubs in town centre, and then what? If you're walking, if you walk round back and you go from Kes and you go round back at Alhambra and that, it's what, 10 minutes max walking from front door at pub to turnstile, like 10 minutes. If you got off train station, it's probably like 5 minutes to ground walk. I think we're spoilt with that. Whereas some people have literally got to, you got to get an Uber from your own town to ground. I couldn't be asked for that. Rubbish. Is Barnsley a good away on coming up final day? I think a lot of people think it is, but it depends who you are. Like Stockport, there's going to be no bother, is there? So you can just sort of waddle around town. Whereas if you're a proper side that's like up for it a bit like that, then you're just going to get ushered straight into Metrodome, and I think that'd be crap. Ipswich have got to get a grip on this quick. Really enjoyed Sunderland away. See, I went on bus. I went on a Tuesday night to Sunderland when we lost. I think we lost 4-2. I went to Brighouse. When I first did Leeds away, we went to Brighouse before, I'm pretty sure. Not where there even. I've never done it at Huddersfield. I think I've got train every time to Huddersfield. Yeah. Yeah, shove them all to Dove. Someone messaged me yesterday, actually. We're like, get to Dove now. Like, what? Oh, you're miles offside, fella. Oh, I love Stendhal. God, I loved Stendhal. See, Hull's another one. I've only been on a Tuesday night. So it's hard to get a gauge of what it's like as a day. Thing, you know, if you're in like so that with Newcastle, then if that's right, if you're in a 55, 60,000 seater stadium, why, realistically, why do you need to move if you're Newcastle? Is it that much beneficial to you to what? Stick it at like 75, for example, at the expense of £1.5 billion to actually build the stadium? What do I mean? Do you reckon you see more losses or wins with Barnsley away? Is that a joke? Losses by a mile. You've got to bear in mind, I've seen as I've been going to League Ones away. I started going away properly in 2016, so I've done like nearly 10 years. And like 5 years of that were in League One. So we've been decent in League One. The other 5 years were in Championship, and we're getting slapped constantly. Apart from one decent year, when we first come up, and we had Urian and Winall and that, and I think we were in like 6th with a game in hand in January after we went to Forest away. So we were doing good. Them aways were good. But I've seen us get bummed, mate, loads of times away. So many bummings. Oh, God. I can't remember if I've seen us. Oh, yeah, I saw us lose at Lincoln away this season on a Tuesday. Get to Talbot. This guy knows something. This fella knows something. Ball. Ipswich, you're in here. You've got to. If you can slide that, a ball. Oh, I'm screaming a pen. I don't know if that is. He's giving it. What? I'm just going to say it right now. That runs in family is a dirty, cheating bastard like his father, Hurst. I can't believe that's a pen. On first viewing, obviously, let me look at replays and that, but I think that's the most bog standard grapple ever. He is never. Are we joking? I think they've been absolutely robbed. Melander's grabbing him. I'm not being funny. If I grab Melander, right, and ball's 20 foot in front of him, is it a foul? He's never getting there in a million years. And it's two fellas grappling with each other. Hurst got in front of him at last second. But he's nowhere near ball. That is never a penalty, ever. Never in a million years. And also, yeah, I agree with Aidan as well. Slow motion makes everything look worse. Always. That in real time is never a penalty in a million years. But this is stepping up to be a great good 10 minutes if this goes in. Clark's on it. He's scored. Right, this is going to be something else. We have got 10 minutes here. Jesus Lord. This is going to be something. 87th minute, bang on. I think Middlesbrough have been absolutely robbed. I really do. Oh, God. He's nowhere. I am not being funny. He could be Usain Bolt, full sprint, full steam ahead, and he's not getting that ball. That is not a penalty. No way. No way is that a pen. That is a shocker. You're convinced I don't want Millwall up? I'll see it. Honestly, next couple of weeks, have a look. Thing is, you start seeing stuff. I've been seeing stuff pop on Twitter, right, recently, like last couple of days, since they obviously won yesterday. In fact, it was last night and this morning that I've been seeing it. And it's been coming out with all these, like, stats. Like, we know what, everybody knows what Millwall are and stuff like that, but no one's golden. And it's coming out with, like, crime stats, arrests, racism, stuff like that. And it's just, like, showing all these things. And it's like, hold on, where's all this come from? And it's from, like, years ago. Like, where's all this come from? Millwall have won a game, have they? And it's like, everybody just wants to get PR them down to the floor. Oh, my God, what a ball. Hurst done really good. Like, Millwall have got this rep. And, like, yeah, that would have been relevant 30 years ago when that were going on. Millwall are not now what they were then. And I think if we want to pull all these things up and brand Millwall as this, that, and other, I think people would be very surprised if, you know, if these stats were actually, like, really common and it showed you, like, oh, well, the top for most arrests this season is these. And it might be someone like chuffing, might be Mansfield or somebody. But Millwall have just got this rep for something that they're not. Every club's got nutters. I hope they do it. I really do. It does wind me up a little bit when people are like, oh, well, Millwall are going to go up and check it up. No, they're not. Get a grip. Know what I mean? There's still cameras and that in Premier League, you know. I do hope Millwall go up, though. Whittaker's coming on. I'm excited for added time here. See what the game. It's minute, Jim. It's just unreal. But a draw benefits no one at all. Like, someone has got to go for a winner here. Come on. You know what? Either way, I'm happy now. Just give me a winner to any of them. 8 minutes gone up. Oh, come on. Give us a winner to either side. There has been, at times, some really, really good stuff being played here, isn't there? Obviously, it has been all over the shop. It has. And I think midfields have been really weak. But then every now and again, they'll put some passes together, a couple of them, and you're like, right, I can see why these are up there. Borough need winner more. They absolutely do, but I don't think a draw's right good for Ipswich either. With the fact that they're going to be playing Southampton and all. And they've not been playing. Ipswich results haven't been that good. Oh, it's nailed him. That's a bad challenge. That was quite a naughty one from McGeely then. He's absolutely killed him. That's a shocker. Oh, it was Dan Neil even. That is a shocker. Oh, they're all over the place. Alt structure's gone to bin. You see, I'm seeing centre halves making runs forward. It's all happening. Oh, God, that's a shocking pass. I do think with this game, though, you can really tell a lot of difference between, like, the athleticism and fitness. You know, it like Prem sides to these. These lot are rapid. These two teams, I think the fitness level is top draw. Oh, my God. If he'd have pulled that header off, that were a great effort. Unlucky. Ipswich are nearly in then. 6 minutes at a time left. I just fouled him again. Is that another card there? Yeah. A lot of counter-attacks just being stopped. This can't peak right into a draw, can it? Surely. There's got to be a winner here. Good ball, Ayling. Ayling's such a good footballer. Really is. Well done to Middlesbrough for winning the Fitness FA Cup. Oh, it's a good Alien then. Walk to Wigan's ground is awful. See, I remember doing that one in like 2016. Went there on last day when they won division and battered them. Wrote a penalty for us in second half, or wrote a booking. It were nailed on pen. But like that ref yesterday for our game were a joke. I do think it was a red card, by the way. I'm not disagreeing with that. But how clear he got booked for getting clattered. Like, he hit him at pace from miles away as well. Like, it would... I'll tell you what. It were a nailed-on pen and a red card. And he booked clear. Just stupid. No. Don't bring up Burnley Leeds ever again. That was the worst game of football anybody's ever watched. Ever. Only like 2 shots all game. We're falling asleep watching it. Oh, I thought we were going to get that then. I really thought we were getting that. I saw people asking for handball. Oh, it Ipswich's man. You just saw all arms go up and I thought, surely not. Come on, Borry, you've got to go for it. Get it up. Worried when Ayling gets ball. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But sometimes Ayling's got like some really good sort of... He's really good with disguised passes in Ayling, I do think. For a centre-half, he looks clumsy sometimes, Ayling. But then he'll be looking that way and play 40-yarder through there right corner. He's got some balls in him. Oh, God, he's done well here. That's a foul as well from Davis. No, he's got away with that one. Oh, they've done well there, Ipswich. Come on, Clark, bit of pace. Another card. There's just... Oh, God, they're playing on, actually. If Davis can get round him here, they've got a chance. Oh, he's put it in really early. There's nobody there yet. Too scrappy. There's just not enough, like... Oh, God. There's not enough foot on ball action. It's just a bit like flicking legs everywhere. They're too inconsistent, both for him. Come on, Borry. You've got to go for this. What a pass. None of them care, though, do they? They're all just like legging him up for cards. Just stop him at any cost. You've got one fella in box. Where's all Middlesbrough's boys? Where are the Middlesbrough players? You've got one fella in box. What are they doing? Get in box, help your man. Oh. Nearly. That could have broke somebody's leg. Uh-oh. Ipswich counter. Oh, God. Here we go. Got a 3-on-2. Clark, you've got to make a right decision here. You've got to. Earth's not help him, though. Earth's rubbish. Oh, that's the worst decision I've ever seen in my life. But Earth is crap. He can't get round him. It was right idea, that, from Clark and all. He's cut it inside. If he plays into Earth there, he's got a chance. He's a right donkey. 1.5 minutes left. Oh, my Lord. Jesus. Davis nearly puts it into his own net. 1.5 minutes left. Ipswich are after it again. Oh, Millwall will be loving this. Millwall and Southampton will be loving it. That's a great little pass. Pace. Hit him at pace. No, it's such a bad pass. Ref's letting a lot go. Oh, they're both shattered. There's no. Us being bodied again. Oh, God. Big, stiff idiot. There's 30 seconds left. It's just going to be a draw, innit? Unless Middlesbrough, hold on. Good challenge, fella. Ipswich on turn again. You've got to take him. You've got to foul him. Yeah, that is one. Another card. Oh, we're on 98 now. It might give him... They'll get Ipswich chance, won't they? And that'll probably be it. Oh, this balling's got to be good. This balling has got to be top notch. Oh, it's not good enough. Oh, it's done. Oh, God. Well, I'll tell you what. Advantage Millwall. Advantage Millwall and Southampton. I think that more or less kills Middlesbrough off, in fairness. But what a game that was. That was a great game. Top class. I'll tell you what. I think Middlesbrough have been scammed, to be honest. I think they've been robbed because that is never a penalty in a million years. But that absolutely finishes Middlesbrough off for season. I think they're done now. Southampton and Millwall obviously are going to be really, really happy with that. Ipswich will take it. They're not the biggest winners in this, but Ipswich are still in best position. But they've got some really tough games and they've got to go to Southampton late on, which is a tough game. But that were a really, really good game, that. Wow. We are back. In fact, let me just look. I've got another one sort of scheduled in, but I can't remember who it's for. Next Friday, I've got it wrote down that I'm doing one. I think it's Millwall, Leicester, maybe. So I'll be back for that, and I might be doing Saturday morning for York, Rochdale, maybe. But boys, girls, thank you very much for watching. Thank you. Anybody that's donated, I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. We don't have to do that, but I appreciate it. Thank you, anybody that's just been sat here watching. It's been a blast. What a game. This championship season has been mint. I'd love this league. Love it. But it's been a blast. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.